Hello, VGL, BOS, and whoever it may concern. I'm here because I'm gonna release a new report sa SDRR generator, and this will be the first time we will have registers directly connected to your SDRR and trip data. Now remember, sa SDRR generator, you were able to encode the invoices that are part of every SDRR. And after the trip came back, you were able to update the trips, the invoices, and what the delivery status was. Now, that status for each invoice and the value of each invoice that you encoded will be the basis for billing, at least the bulk of it. Now in our system, we will be able to quickly create a report arranging all of the invoices by client, by delivery status, and you have that to check. Now let's pay attention and let's take a look at our software. So here we have our program launcher, and we want to open our SDRR generator. We want to run it. And as you can see, we have in different colors a notification that shows there's something new in the report. And what's new is this generate billing supports new. So now, instead of using Microsoft Excel to put the invoices, update the delivery date, update the delivery status, and then print that, you just go straight to the SDRR generator and generate this report. Example, for Comark International Corporation, for the month of May, so you click any date in May, the way you get that month, you want to find everything that is delivered. Generate billing. And here we see everything that has been delivered according to the system in May that you have. You see that? You have the date delivered, trip number, SDRR number, invoice number, customer, zone, invoice value, and status. It's all there. And what you want to do now is to make sure all this data is correct. You want to make sure the data is correct, and you want to make sure that your data is complete. Example, if you look at this, what is this? If you look at this invoice, 749021, there's no trip number. It's supposed to have a trip number, but it's not. It has an SDRR number but no trip, and yet it says delivered. Is it possible that this was delivered without a trip? I really don't think so. So, how do we correct this? Let's go look for the invoice. Now here I have in my hand the invoice number 749021. Is this the same one? 749021. 749021. Yes, it's Bohol Quality Superstore, Bohol Quality Corporation. Well, it should have been better, but we know it's the same one. It says Zone 6, and the amount is 3,755.33, and it says here 3,755.33. It says delivered and on May 24, and let's look. May 24, signed by the customer. So this is it's very good We have the data in our system and we have it on paper. You find it. Now you're going to have to find out what is the trip number. And when you finally find out what trip number this SDR number was in, 321057, which you also put here, SDR number 321057, you have the truck number CBT32. When you find out what that is, you have to open your trip ticket generator. Run the program. And remember, what we're trying to do now is find the trip that this invoice was in to complete the data. So now, I'm going to edit the trip ticket. And I know it was May 24, CBT 32. Oops! So we see these are the delivered dates of the trip tickets in May 24. And there are no trips here that has CBT 32. Remember, your invoice shows that it was on truck CBT 32. So obviously this means that you did not make a trip ticket for this SDRR. So now you have to create a trip ticket. So we're going to create a trip ticket here. Date of the trip. I'm not sure if it was May 24, May 25, whatever, whenever the trip was. So this is just hypothetical. Own transport, mixed load, CBT 32. I can see the zone. The driver was, I don't know who the driver was. You have to find out who the driver was. You should know. Juan and the helper Pedro. You really have to know. Proved by who the BOS was, Joseph Pelicano, and then whether it has covered or non-covered DBPI trips. You have to add the SDRR. Remember, the SDRR is 321057. That's the SDRR that you have, as the invoice says. So you have to make sure to add that SDRR into the trip. Now let's look. Let's look for that SDRR. 321057. Oh, there you go. Sakto. It's really there. Check it. Add the selected SDRR. Preview. Oops, I forgot. There must be other trips, other SDRs here. So you have to add those SDRs. You really just have to add them. Find out what they are. That's why you have to be really religious in putting this together so that your data will be complete every day. You want complete data every day. No trip ticket, and I can't stress this enough. No trip ticket, no trip. So how did this trip run without a trip ticket? It shouldn't have been. I mean, you should have put the trip ticket into the system first. If there are other setbacks, let's get along with that. But it's now June 1, and this delivery was this was delivered on May 24. I think it should have been encoded. I mean, the invoice was already updated, so bumalik na yung trip. You should have made sure that there was a trip ticket for it, even after the fact. Okay, so assuming you've added all your SDRs, whatever, here, preview, save and print. So here we are. We've already created a trip that has the SDRR number. So let's look at the trip. Let's look at the SDRR generator again. Let's see if it was added. Reports, generate billing supports, delivered CIC for the month of May. Click anywhere in May. And look at that May 24. Okay, here we go. If you look at, I'm going to zoom this in. Page good. If you look at May 24, 749021, Bohol Quality Corp, we have the SCR number as indicated on the invoice. Now we have the trip. And we have now completed the entry. So you make sure now that all your data is complete, because there's so much, and I think this applies to all branches. There's really data that's missing. Trip numbers. Check also if the value is correct. Invoice numbers, if the delivery status is correct. If it's delivered with cut item or something, make sure you change it. Make sure you edit. Okay? So, this module allows you to make for delivered and also for everything else. So if I click that, instead of delivered, others na siya. It's all the invoices that you put in the system that has a status. Okay? And you want to complete your data, all the returns. So kini, remember, I mean, we need to have the remarks. Why was it returned? That we know how appropriately to bill. Okay? If you want it fast, even for this round, remember that you can export to Excel, data only. You can export it. Let's see, what is this? CIC, others, May 2018, SBS, CIC, others, May 2018. Save, export completed. And if you open that file, you have it all here. Then you can add remarks if you like. I would rather you add these remarks in the system, okay, so that you can generate a better from the system. But here is something that, one way you can get the data fast. I'm going to close this. Okay, so you make sure now, instead of every account officer going to his sales register from his computer, you can just go to the SAR generator, generate the billing support, delivered for Abbott, delivered for DMPI, delivered for DBPI, R3R, CMC, everything that you put as data in the SAR generator and trip ticket will come out here. It's already there. So please do complete the data. Print the completed report. Attach check your documents if it's really correct, so that it can be used as billing support summary. Okay, thank you very much. Please do get in touch with Ruben for any immediate questions. He will consolidate all your concerns and bring it to us appropriately so that we can act on it according to our prioritized tasks. Thank you very much. God bless you all. May He be your help. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.